Now, welcome back, students, in the series of online class. Students, as in our previous class, I have discussed the chapter similar triangle and one of the important theorem related to area of similar triangles has been discussed, and few questions based on that theorem has been solved in my previous class. Children, in today's class, I am again here to discuss a very important theorem of this chapter which often comes in your board examination, and that is most common used theorem, that is called Pythagoras theorem and its converse. So today I am going to explain the Pythagoras theorem and converse of Pythagoras theorem with its proof one by one. So first we are going to prove Pythagoras theorem. As you know that Pythagoras was a great mathematician. In the honor of him, the name of this theorem has been given Pythagoras theorem. Children, the statement of this theorem is, a statement is an important part of any theorem which you should understand, memorize for the use as a tools in solving the problems or solving the questions. So first of all, you should understand the theorems and then you memorize it also. So the statement of Pythagoras theorem is that in a right angled triangle, right angled means one angle of the triangle must be of 90 degree. In a right angled triangle, the square of the hypotenuse is equal to the sum of the squares of the other two sides. This is the statement. Now students, understand this statement by a figure. Suppose this is a right angle triangle. Right angle triangle is those triangle in which one angle is of 90 degree. So in this triangle A, B and C, angle B is of 90 degree. And children, the opposite side of right angle is known as hypotenuse. So AC is its hypotenuse, which is the longest side of the triangle. And the other two sides which forms 90 degree angle are called either perpendicular or base. It may interchange. Any one can be taken as perpendicular and other one is taken as base. So perpendicular and base can be interchanged each other together, but hypotenuse is the fix, which is opposite side of right angle and also the longest side of the triangle. So in this theorem, the statement is saying that we need to prove AC square equals to AB square plus BC square, which we need to prove. So let's see. First we write when we prove the theorem. Then as you know that first we start with given. So here in this theorem we have let ABC be a right angled triangle. Right angled triangle means one angle of triangle must be of 90 degree. And suppose that angle is angle B here, and so angle ABC is equal to 90 degree. Now what we need to prove? We need thereafter we write to prove after the given. So we need to prove here ACA square equals to ABA square plus BCA square. Now children, we need a construction to prove it. And what is that construction? Let's see first in the figure. We draw a perpendicular line from B on the hypotenuse AC. That is, we draw BD perpendicular on the AC. So here in construction, we have mentioned that thing, draw BD perpendicular on AC. Now thereafter, after construction, we write proof, how the theorem is going to proved. So let's see the proof. First we have to make one a smaller triangle and one bigger triangle similar. As you can see that this perpendicular BD divides the triangle ABC in two right triangles because angle D is also of 90 degree. So there are two smaller triangles and one ABC is a larger triangle. So we have to make one smaller triangle similar to larger triangle. So let's see, we are going to make triangle ADB. In triangle ADB and triangle ABC we have, let's have a look on that triangle. Triangle ADB and triangle ABC. These two triangles are in correspondence form. So as you can see that in triangle ADB, angle D is 90 degree and in triangle ABC, angle B is 90 degree. So these two angles must be equal to each other. And angle A is common to both triangles. Angle, as you can see that angle A is common to both triangles, in a smaller triangles also and in larger triangle ABC also. So here we have mentioned it. In triangle ADB and triangle ABC, we have angle A equals to angle A, which is common, and thereafter angle ADB equals to angle ABC, that is of 90 degree. So by the angle property of similarity, because we know that when two corresponding angles of two triangles are equal, then these two triangles are said to be similar. This is called angle property. So by this angle property we have triangle ADB similar to triangle ABC by angle property. And when two triangles become similar, then their corresponding sides must be proportional. So when these two triangles become similar, then by the property of similarity, we can have that AB by AC. Look here, AB by AC. AB and AC are respectively the hypotenuse of a smaller triangle and larger triangle. As you can see in the figure that AB is the hypotenuse of triangle ADB and AC is the hypotenuse of triangle ABC. So hypotenuse is ratio, hypotenuse ratio to hypotenuse. So we have written here AB by AC. And thereafter AD, suppose AD is perpendicular, or you may call it base also. Let us suppose AD is perpendicular of the smaller triangle ADB, and AB is the perpendicular of larger triangle ABC. So this perpendicular ratio to perpendicular. So we have written here AD by AB, which is corresponding sides are proportional of similar triangle. So we have on cross multiplication we have AB square equals to AC into AD by cross multiplying it. Now suppose this is equation number 1. Now similarly we have to make again one smaller triangle CDB, similar to triangle CBA. Now we have to make one smaller triangle CDB, similar to triangle CBA by the same process. So in these two triangles also we have angle C common to angle C. Angle C equals to angle C, which is common, and angle CDB equals to angle CBA, which is of 90 degree, because BD is perpendicular on AC, so it will make 90 degree angle on both sides. So angle CDB is also 90 degree, and we have CBA equals to 90 degree. So these two also will become 90 degree. So again, by the angle property, we have triangle CDB similar to triangle CBA by the angle property. Now let's see in the figure. Now we have proved it. Triangle CDB is similar to triangle CBA. So their corresponding sides must be proportional. So we can write, look, BC is the hypotenuse of triangle CDB, because it is the side which is opposite of 90 degree angle. So BC is the hypotenuse for this smaller triangle CDB. So it will be in proportional to the corresponding heights of larger triangle ABC, that is AC. And in second, CD is suppose base of the smaller triangle CDB, and the base of larger triangle ABC is BC. So base is proportional to base. So we can write here that BC by AC equals to CD by BC, and this is also by the property of similar triangle that corresponding sides are proportional of the similar triangles. Now again, by cross multiplying it, BC into BC, we will have BC square equals to AC into CD. Suppose this is our equation number 2. Now we are going to add equation 1 and 2 together. So on adding equation 1 with equation 2, we have AB square plus BC square equals to AC into AD plus AC into CD. Now taking AC as common, we have AC into AD plus CD. Now when you add together AC and CD, look at the figure. When we add AD and CD, then we will have AC. So here the sum of AD and CD is equal to AC. So we can write here ABA square plus BCA square is equal to ACA square, and hence our Pythagoras theorem has been proved in such way. Students, let's see next theorem that is also very important, and that is called converse of Pythagoras theorem. So the statement of converse of Pythagoras theorem is that in a triangle, if a square of one side is equal to sum of the squares of the other two sides, then the angle opposite to first side is a right angle. In this theorem, we have to prove the angle opposite to the longest side of a triangle is a right angle triangle. Let's see the figure first. First we understand the theorem with the help of figure. Let ABC is a triangle in which it is given that ACA square equals to ABA square plus BCA square. So AC is the longest side of this triangle. Now we need to prove that the angle opposite to the longest side, that is angle B, will be of 90 degree. This is to prove. Now let's start with the given. So what is given in this theorem? In this theorem it is given that let ABC be a triangle in which ACA square equals to ABA square plus BCA square. Now next, what is to prove? We need to prove angle ABC equals to 90 degree. Now their construction needed. So let's see the construction first. We have drawn a right angle triangle PQR at right angle at Q such that AB equals to PQ and BC equals to QR. We have drawn a right angle triangle. So this is our construction. Here we have mentioned in this construction, draw a right angle triangle PQR such that AB equals to PQ, BC equals to QR and angle Q equals to 90 degree. Angle Q equals to 90 degree. Now let's see proof of this theorem. Children, because PQR is an right angle triangle, so we can apply the Pythagoras theorem in it, which we have proved earlier, proved now. So in triangle PQR, angle Q is of 90 degree. So we have PR square equals to PQ square plus QR square by Pythagoras theorem. You always mention the region in the bracket. But by construction we have PQ equals to AB and QR equals to BC. So we substitute the value of PQ and QR. So we have PA square equals to AB square plus BC square. Because here we have written the region, PQ equals to AB and QR equals to BC. But we have already, it is given that AC square equals to AB square plus BC square. Now as you can compare these two equations, that on RHS side both are equal. So when their RHS part are equal, then obviously their LHS part will be also equal. So we have PRA square equals to ACA square. On further, if PRA square equals to ACA square, so we can have PR equals to AC. And when the PR equals to AC proved, then again we will compare the triangle ABC and PQR. Then we have its all three sides are equal to their corresponding sides. So now we have, when we compare these two triangles, AB equals to PQ, BC equals to QR, it is by the construction, and AC equals to PR, which we have proved earlier, proved now. So by the condition of congruency SSS, we have triangle PQR congruent to triangle ABC by SSS condition. And when these two triangles becomes congruent, then their corresponding angles must be equal. So here we can have angle PQR equals to angle ABC by CPCT. CPCT means corresponding part of congruent triangles are equal. And we have by construction that angle PQR was of 90 degree. So angle ABC will become also 90 degree, and hence we proved the theorem. I hope students, all of you have understood these two theorems, Pythagoras theorem and its converse, in good manner. Okay, thank you.